Good afternoon, everyone. We are here for another Aging Experts, and we've got a wonderful guest here. Kim is going to talk about how she reinvented herself and what she's doing in the second half of her life. So remember, it doesn't matter. Your second half could start tomorrow. You don't know. You could be 10 years old and be in the second half, but none of us know when that half starts. So think about it. Think about how you would reinvent yourself and what you would want to do if you could do anything on the planet. I'm Carol Henderson. I have Life by Design, and I'm here with my wonderful co-host, Miss Barbara Ellison.
I'm Barbara Ellison of the Wellness Playroom for the best version of you, because I'm on a mission to make happiness the norm rather than the exception. Well, part of being happy is being your best self. And that's what this show is all about, giving you options of being your best self. What do you want to do? What do you want to accomplish? What do you want your next 10 years to look like? And so I had the privilege of meeting Kim a week or so ago. We met at a local event and we just absolutely hit it off right away and went, oh, brother, we're going to be lifelong friends.
Those are the best relationships.
And those are the best relationships. So Kim, welcome so much to the show. Thanks for coming. And how are you doing today?
Thank you, Barb. I am well on this little gloomy day, but it's all right because we're still above the ground, right? So it's a beautiful day. But I'm well. Thank you for having me again. I really appreciate your energy, your friendship, and now I know I have your love. So thank you so much. And thank you, Carol, for having me as well.
We're glad to have you. We're excited about this.
So where did your first reinvention come from?
So my first reinvention, I feel like, is when I retired. I am a single mom of 3 and a retired mental health professional. And I retired from the state of Illinois about 9 years ago. So I've been retired 9 years. So I had to start reinventing myself then because I was so used to going to work, taking care of the kids and my church functions and things like that. So I was always in the caretaking mode, in the caretaking business. I worked 2 jobs, 7 days a week at the time, raising my kids. I took care of my mom until she passed away. And then I had the kids going to college, had college and everything like that. Well, by the time I got ready to retire, everybody was graduating from college and moving on. So now I'm here and now I have nothing to do, right? So
you spent the rest of your life sitting on the sofa, eating bonbons and watching soap operas, right?
Oh, girl, yes. And gained 300 pounds. No.
But how many people do they? They think that's retirement. They wait and go to work every day thinking someday I'm going to get to stay home and watch whatever, General Hospital or whatever. Right. And it's like, that's not the best use of you.
Not at all. But a lot of my friends, what they did, they went and got other jobs. So after they retired, after working 30, 40, 45 years, they retired and started working again. I was like, absolutely not. So what I did was I wanted to travel the world. So I was able to start traveling with a company and been able to travel the world. And up until to this date, I've been well over 200 vacations. I've been to Africa, I've been to China, I've been to a lot of places that I never dreamed that I would ever be able to go. So that's what I started to.
Tell me more.
That's what I started.
We hit it off right away.
Well, see, I used to travel a lot because I had a modeling agency. So I was always in a plane. But tell me what job you did that caused you.
So I joined a travel club and we were able to travel wholesale versus retail. And I was able to make money as well doing that. Now I transitioned to a different company and we still doing travel as well. If you look behind me, that's me in Africa in the front of the pyramids that we took in 29, right in the midst of the pandemic. We were in Egypt. So it was absolutely amazing. With about 600 of my friends. So it was 600? Great. Yeah, it was about 600 of us. We were riding dune
Closest
buggies.
friends, right?
Yes, we were riding dune buggies in the desert. I rode camels. Just some experiences I never thought I would ever experience that I only saw on TV. Because I grew up. You guys remember Jacques Cousteau? I used to watch that every Sunday, and I always wished I could do something like that. Even when I watched Tarzan, the jungle, I always wanted to go on a safari. So now I'm able to do some of those things, and I just don't have to imagine them doing it. So that was the first thing I did to reinvent myself. A couple of years ago, I was diagnosed with being diabetic, and my mom had diabetes, my dad had diabetes, and we took care of my mom until she passed because of the complications of diabetes. When I saw that that was me, I was like, oh no, immediately flipped the switch. Um, Started eating better. I started using some my organic products, shakes, greens, more organic things, exercising more, eating better, lost weight, that no more diabetes. 2.5 years later, numbers are good, weight's good. Barbara tell you I look pretty good.
Yeah.
I just turned 60 in September. Um, at a big 60th birthday party, and people are telling me I'm looking like my daughter instead of my daughter's looking like me. And I was like, yes, that's me. Just being able to do some things more physical. 2 years ago, I started teaching dance fitness. So I'm a dance fitness instructor as well. So I'm just doing things to keep more physical, keep my mental good, my spiritual. I joined a new church. I got baptized again. Just got my spiritual together, got my physical together, and we're working on the mental part, y'all.
Well, we talk a lot here about, we are made spirit, soul, and body. That's how God made us. And we
Absolutely.
need to be balanced in all the areas. And some people, the term, they're so heavenly minded, they're no earthly good, and then there's the thing of the weight. So in so many churches, everything's a no except eating. You eat out for this, you do dinner on the grounds for that, you have a potluck dinner for this, and people let their physical get out of whack. And then
Yes.
there's the people that go out and party and dance and stuff every night. They stay thin, but their spiritual's a little out there. And,
Ooh,
and I'm not saying everybody does dances and parties is that way, but that tends to go with the
Anything can be done to excess.
yes,
Mhm.
exactly. Anything can be done
You
to
know, like ice cream is not a bad thing, but if you eat it for every meal, yeah, not so
I
good.
can't do that.
Not so good. Not so good.
So
Absolutely.
good.
Yeah,
Yes.
unless you're traveling across the country with the air conditioner out and it's
In the
109
desert, and it
degrees.
was
Or in the desert. Or if you're in Italy and you just have to taste all the different gelatos. I don't know.
Yeah, definitely that.
there are exceptions
Yeah,
to
there are
every
exceptions
rule.
to the
I'm with
rules.
you. I'm with you, sister. I'm with you. Yes.
Okay, so
Yeah.
what what is your desire now? What is your next step? What are you planning from here?
So what I'm planning from here is, and it's crazy because just last week I want to do more community things. I thought it would be with my church, doing more community things with the church, but they weren't reaching the people that I wanted to impact. So I joined the Northern Kane County Chamber of Commerce, and it covers different cities in here in the area, lots of maybe 10 cities in the area, in the north suburban area. And I absolutely love it because now I'm networking with some more people. Because I'm retired, I don't get to see a lot of people, right? Unless I go to the gym or the grocery store, right? But just networking with a bunch of new people, sharing my ideas, getting their ideas, and just being a part of the community, because now these are people that do the parades, they do the events in the city. I went to a ribbon cutting ceremony at a restaurant, never done anything like that before, and it's like I see it on TV. You see it on TV. We're having a ribbon cutting ceremony and it looks absolutely amazing, but I've never been a part of it. And being involved with some just some local business owners, just to think better, I just say, if you're the smartest person in the room, you might want to change your circle, right?
Yeah.
So I
Because you are the sum of the 5 people you hang out with.
absolutely.
You're hanging out. If you're the smartest people, that means you're dumbing yourself down.
There we go. Absolutely. You got it. So I just had to change, not really change my circle, but just expand my circle. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm really excited. They sent me an email. I got invited to another luncheon with the commerce and things like that. So that's my next move, is just to be more community based orientated. I'm even thinking about going to city council. So just some things that I want to do differently just to impact the community.
Good.
Right. Right.
Good.
And I think that's one of the things that we talk about so often is find your jam.
Mhm.
Find the thing that you are excited about.
Mhm.
And it could be anything. Like one of the things, a friend of mine just sent me a thing about, she wants to restart a book club. And
Mhm.
I'm an avid reader. And I said, hey, let me know the details when you get it all together. And
Mhm. Mhm.
you let me see if it fits into, because the thing is that one of the things that Carol and I talked about is like, you're in charge of your schedule. So don't take on something that is out of your bandwidth just because a friend asks you to do it.
Right. Right.
Yeah. And
But
don't
do
just
the
fill
things
a
that you
need.
want to do.
A good friend of mine years ago told me, she said, Carol, every need is not a call. And Keith,
Right.
my husband said I had volunteer written across my forehead. But she said, every need is not a call. Now, later on, as I was sharing this with others, God kind of expanded it for me. If we are stepping into a need because it's a need, but we're not called to that need, we're stealing a blessing from someone else.
Yes.
If Kim is supposed to be doing this, but she hadn't stepped up and I step up, then she's not going to feel it. She's not going to feel the need to feel it. She's
Mhm.
not going to
Mhm.
want to push me out. Just so many things. So you're robbing, if I do that, I'm robbing Kim of her blessing.
Absolutely.
And so make sure that what you do is what you're called to do.
Right.
And yes, you may have to do something in the meantime until God gets somebody else ready to fill that niche. It
Right.
may be something that has to build, and he says, just do it for a time, but don't
Right.
take it over for a lifetime.
Absolutely.
You're not a
Absolutely.
tree. You can get up and move.
There you go. I like that. I like that. I'm gonna have to steal that one. You're not a tree, gonna give a move.
You're
Good.
welcome to it.
No,
But it's really
I
true.
just knew that is my calling, because I've always been a caretaker and I've always wanted more for the community. We were involved with the Boys and Girls Club when my kids were growing up. We were involved in Girl Scouts and always some community-based things. We sang in the choirs, just things in the community, plays, anything that we can do to nourish community-based projects, and just to be seen out there doing it, because where I live, there's not a lot of people that look like me doing a lot of things. So I need to be out there. So
Yeah. So that comes back to find the thing that you like to do.
and I love it.
And one of the things that and Carol hears me say this all the time, find the thing that makes your soul sing.
That's beautiful. Yes, exactly.
The thing that makes your soul sing. And because when you do that, it makes such a difference into your happiness level, your energy level, your vibration, and you
Yeah.
will attract the people that also feel that same way.
Yes, and that's why I met you.
That's where we met. We just was like, all right, we're on the same wavelength.
All day,
I'm
all
gonna do a
day.
shameless plug. On our show that we had just yesterday, our aging experts show that we taped yesterday, or that we showed yesterday, we had a lady on that talks about how to get to your why. She actually learned it from Barbara, but she made
Mhm.
an outstanding page that helps you to dig deep, 7 levels deep, to your why. Because if your why didn't make you cry, it isn't deep enough.
That's true.
And so go back and listen to that. It's on the aging experts, and snag that paper and do it. Snag that paper and do and learn how to get to that deeper meaning, and then you'll be happy like Kim is. You'll know where you're
Exactly.
going. You'll know what you want to do. Because when you're doing what you love, you never work a day of your life, whether it's
Right.
for pay or for volunteer.
Right. Exactly. But,
Absolutely.
and I always think of it as being, if you would do something for free that you absolutely love to do, then that's your thing. That's your jam.
Absolutely.
And then you're going to figure out how to do it because somebody else is going to want to learn how to do it.
Absolutely.
So therefore, that's where you can use the thing that you love to do to make an impact on someone else, and then also get paid to do it. There's
Yes.
no,
I don't know
you know,
how to
a
do
man is
that.
worthy of his hire.
Yeah, find a coach that'll teach you.
That'll teach
Absolutely.
you how to do it.
Absolutely. And it's funny
Exactly.
you say that. I totally agree with that because I love to dance. As you know, I wanted to play music when we was in. I had
Oh,
problems.
she did. She says, "Well, we're gonna play some music. We're gonna put some music."
Yeah,
And
you
then
need
we were
music in
dancing.
events.
I said, we need music in here. Well, I love it.
I'm doing an event in 2 weeks. Come on down.
Okay.
Our event.
I got you. I got you. But I love to dance. So that's why I became a dance fitness instructor at the age I did. As you say, you're never too old to do some things that you want to do, right? So how many people are getting into the dance fitness instructor role at 58, 59, 60 years, starting that? Not that I've did that all my whole life, but I just started to do that. And then when I teach in classes, sometimes the older women love it because it's not the young 30-year-old sitting up there. It's
Exactly.
me in the front of them with all the energy. And I just got a text today, and I wasn't in class today because I had to go pick up my son. And I'm getting text messages from the people at the gym like, we miss you because we love your energy. Because Barb, you know, I'm really probably very loud at the gym, even more louder than I am now. So, but I just have a lot of fun, and bring a lot of energy to the class. And when I'm not there, I'm missed, and it makes me feel good because
Right.
I just love to see people smile and have a good time, because that's why I go to the gym, because I can work out at home, but it's just me, and I'm not impacting anybody here. Right. But if I'm at the gym, I'm meeting people. I'm putting smiles on people's face. People are smiling at me. It's making me feel like I'm worthy of being there. So I love it.
Right.
That's cool.
Exactly.
That is so
And
cool.
that's all about how we feel about us, how we feel inside about how we are, who we are
Yes,
within what we do. That makes such a difference.
it really does. It really truly does. It really does. Everybody has a purpose, and you just have to tap into what your purpose is. And sometimes you don't know what your purpose is till you get older. You have to experience life to even know what your purpose is. If you haven't gone through nothing, you don't know what you got to do, right? So I've been through a lot of things, had tremendous losses in my life. In the last 6 months, had lots of loss, but I still smile every day because it's a blessing to be alive, and it's a blessing to be able to share with somebody every single day. So every day I try to do something good for someone, because have friends, you have to be first friendly. So if I want a friend, and who's going to approach me if I had a grimace on my face or anything like that? But if I come in, hey y'all, how y'all doing? How's everybody? That people relax, you feel better. It's like, oh wow, I want to be around her. Who wants to be around somebody who's negative and just don't love life? I tend to stay away from those people, or I go pray for them. Right? Sometimes we just have to pray for people because they don't know why they're like that, and we don't know. And we are put in that position maybe to pray for them. So we have to let our light shine.
Lay hands on them and be loud about it.
No.
Pray under your breath from across.
Absolutely.
There's no time or distance in prayer.
None.
Yeah. And so the thing is a smile is free. And it causes that ripple effect. You smile at the person at the post office, and they turn around and smile at someone else in line, and then that person goes to the grocery store.
Yes, contagious.
And it makes the world a better place
I
for a
love it.
smile that is free.
That is free. Absolutely. Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, this has been so great.
Yeah, it has. It really has. So a quick question. Barbara, do you have any last words about what we're talking about.
You know, we did talking about just finding out what your why is, and then finding the thing that really stirs that up in you. And back to what Kim said before, you are never too old to go looking.
Yeah.
You're never too old to go looking.
Think back to what jazzed your jets when you were a little kid.
When you were a
Did you
kid.
love to sing and dance in front of a crowd as a little kid? Did you love to go shop as a little kid?
With me, I always wanted to be a teacher.
Yeah. And,
See?
yeah. And or did you play with numbers? Did you make things? Were you
Yeah.
always being creative somehow or drawing pictures? You know, what jazzes your jets?
Right. Because you never know what's going to happen. Like last night I was watching it was like a little bit of a documentary on the people that started. They were called, you can order them. Oh, now I don't remember where from. But they were called blessing bracelets.
Mm.
And this girl, she was on the brink of losing her house. And she said, I've got to change. And so she started there was 4 beads on this blessing bracelet. And every time she was feeling down or something, she would touch one of the beads and it was a blessing and a blessing and a blessing and a blessing. Well, now you order them and they're on Amazon. You can look up, in fact, they are on Amazon. You can look up a blessing bracelet and you can order them. There's all sorts of different ones. And I was like, oh, wow. From starting from her total need. But she said, okay, well, she was kind of like the woman with the lamp and had only the oil. Okay, this is what I have. Where can I go from here? And she kept her house and now it's a thriving business. You can get them on Amazon.
That's wonderful.
You know,
That's
that's so true that everyone has something to give. Everyone has a seed to start with.
The seed.
Don't eat your seed.
The seed to start with.
Take it.
Don't eat your seeds. Yes.
Yeah. Take it, plant it, and go from there.
Yeah.
So
Water it, nurture it.
yes.
And when you can impact someone else's life with your seed, oh, it comes back to you so much more. 30, 60, 100-fold.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Just be a blessing to somebody every day. Just want to bless somebody every day. That's all.
Make it a choice. I have a friend that she prays that every day she will get to pray for somebody. And she'll go into the store or the restaurant or something and she'll pray for people.
Mhm.
Sometimes it's just from, like I said, across the room. Sometimes it's full on laying hands on and praying with your head bowed in the middle of
Come on.
And the thing is, one of the things too, is that if you're feeling down or or I call it being out of whack,
Mhm.
be afraid to ask somebody for help or pray for you. I'm going to tell on myself. I came on a Zoom call yesterday with Carol and I was so frustrated. I was like seeing purple. I was so frustrated. The first words out of my mouth was, Carol, you need to pray for me because, and don't be afraid to do that.
Absolutely. Ask for help. There's nothing wrong with it.
Yes.
There's nothing wrong with it.
We all need help.
You think like this is strong, but when you do this,
it's stronger.
It's much stronger.
And when you add a threesome, three chords are amazing.
Yes.
Not be broken.
It reminds me of I don't know if you ever watched Planet of the Apes, and he was talking about the same thing. If you take a pencil and break one pencil, you can break it. But if you have 10 pencils, you can't break all those because they are working together. So yes.
Exactly.
Absolutely. Well, Kim, this has been absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for coming on our show.
You are so welcome. Love to come back. Have me back. I'll be back if you need me.
Okay.
We'll have you back.
And let me know about that, whatever you got going on in 2 weeks. Just shoot me a text or let me know what it is. I'll come.
Oh, it's in person down here in Texas.
You're in Texas? Why did I think she was in Illinois? That's what you looking. I'm ready to go too. Where you at?
I'm up in the panhandle of Texas, the part that sticks up.
Really? Well, I've never been in that part, so never know. Remember, I do
There you
travel.
go. All right. Well, we will see you. And y'all, thank you for coming on. And just have a blessed day.
No, but don't forget to reach out to
Oh, yes. Okay.
comment.
Okay.
What else are we
On
doing?
Facebook, we need you to comment,
And like.
and share. And on YouTube, please comment, like, and hit the little subscribe button and the bell. And that way you'll know when we have something new coming out. And we have 3 shows, so we have news and we even have some new playlists that are starting.
Nice,
We have
nice,
and some other things.
nice, nice. That's nice.
Yeah,
I'm looking
reach
forward
out.
to it.
growing. So
Yep,
we'll
let
see
us
you
know.
all. Bye.
Okay, everybody. Have a great one. See you next time.